Greetings from the nether void. Unstable connection for unstable people. I think we're good now. All right, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing? I hope they're doing well. Popping on with a live. I did a vinyl. Kind of went through my collection a couple weeks ago and it went over pretty well. So I figured, what the hell, I'll start doing some more of these things. This is from Rhymesayers. Anybody out there down with Rhymesayers Entertainment? You got like Atmosphere, Aesop Rock, MF Doom, Felt, Mers, I think Prof is under there, Evidence, a whole bunch of cool folks, you know what I mean? Last year or the year before, I stumbled into These Happenings. It's a good sale. They do it once a year, usually around the holidays. Records dirt cheap, CDs dirt cheap. They say dents and dings, but things aren't really that dented and dinged up. Watch all these be like destroyed, and then now I'm a fucking liar, you know what I mean? But for the most part, I'm always happy with what I got last year. I think I missed it because they don't do it consecutively at a certain time. They just kind of let it pop up. But the first year I got some good stuff. The first year me watching for it. But I was like ready for it this year. I was contacting Rhymesayers themselves and being like, yo, when's it going down? You doing one this year? Blah, blah, blue. Because there's some things that I wanted to grab. And it's like, hey, why pay full price for something when you can get a good deal? You know what I mean? The records are like $12, CDs are $5. It's just like, it's an easy for cheesy deal. You know what I mean? It's I got the microphone hidden. I should probably unsheath it so it's more in the mix. Put my water to the side. I'll take one last swig before I dive in. But unboxing videos are usually pretty big too. I like to watch them from time to time myself. So I figured, what the hell? I just did a short review on indie as fuck, underground hip hop. And I thought this would be good to kind of like tag in on that. You know what I mean? Atmosphere and all those groups were in the mix. Aesop Rock were all kind of in the mix. This packaging, I believe, is heavy Aesop Rock. And then the other one, I think, is more miscellaneous. It's more miscellaneous, but more like idea and DJ abilities type deal. I haven't really had a chance to dive into them. Rest in peace, idea. But I don't really know if I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Why pay full price if you don't know what to expect? You know what I mean? So the second batch will have, more idea and atmosphere type shit. But without further ado, we'll unbox this first package from Rhymesayers Entertainment. It does not say that, though. Just the shipping department. They're at the 9 Mile, Warren, Michigan. Very interesting. So it's an official deal. I didn't fully cut, but I cut down. Paya! I cut my leg too. Didn't quite break through the jeans, which is a beautiful thing. I can appreciate that. Got a podcast a little later. So with that being said, checking the watch. All right. Heel bag. Very nice. Very nice. I'll pretty much go through, maybe say a little something about each thing, and then kind of mosey on. This shouldn't be too long at all, but I figured it'd be more than a 3-minute video. We're already past that now, so I wasn't going to do a short review of it, and this might just be the easiest way to do things. So, look at that. They hook it up. They make sure your stuff don't get fucked up with some nice paper. So, mucho gracias. Rhymesayers, all the folks over there. All right, first up in the mix, Hail Mary Mallon. Now, this is a group between Aesop Rock and Rob Sonic. The productions, I've heard some things from it. The production's very, it's like a I don't know. It's more than hip hop. It's more like the techno electronic. side of like some of the shit Aesop does. Rob Sonic, from what I've heard, I enjoy, but I haven't really. I'm not as tuned into him as I am, Aesop Rock. All right, DJ Big Wiz on the production. Hail Mary Mallon, are you going to eat that? Cut this $5. I said, hey, how can I let that go? How can I not? How can you go and pay full price for something you're not fully sure if you're going to fully enjoy? So, ladies and gentlemen, you must enjoy. All right, $12 records. We're getting into here. I'm a fan of instrumental albums. I have a secret little special, I guess I can't say special spot because they're kind of scattered throughout the collection. But first up, I got the Garbology instrumentals, production by Blockhead. I have the actual album. The album's really good. Another one, we talk about Aesop Rock always having super duper great artwork. The whole packaging and stuff within is usually really good. And same deal for this, pressed on yellow, green, and black color double vinyl. So that's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? Look at that. You got almost like, I thought that was the Golden Girls for a second on the TV guide. Then I moved in closer. But just super cool. Just super cool. Colored vinyl. Everybody loves some colored vinyl. So we got that. Let me tip everything over. Won't be in bed. This is gonna be. I'm straining my voice, as you can see. All right, next up. This right here. I can't remember if this was the first time I ever stumbled into Aesop Rock. Anybody that knows the music, you probably know by the little bit of the head that was shown there. But this artwork was artwork that you walk through the record store and this pops right in your face. It's very colorful and very interesting. You know what I mean? And that is, of course, Malibu Ken, the Aesop Rock Malibu Ken album with Tobacco doing production. Another one with very cool, super cool fucking super cooper duper chuper mooper flooper cool artwork. This is a mask inside this. You can't really see it too much now, but it's like not die cut, but like the mouth and the eyes. There's another layer there. So pretty much what that tells me is when you slide it back, it's gonna be the mouth will change up and the eyes will change up or so. And like I was saying before, this is mint condition. I don't see any dents and dings in this. It's just like maybe the slightest curve at the top here, but that's nothing. Yeah, so pretty mint condition with that. I didn't even check Garbology. Let me check that right quick. Yeah, perfect. I mean, it's not, like I said, it's dents and dings sale, but like there ain't no dents or dings on it, which is just the way I like my dents and dings. And the Hail Mary Mallon CD had no dents or dings either. I contemplated. I said that album came out a little while ago, 2011. So I didn't know if they were still roaming with Ken. Get out of here, Bubba. You're making cameo on the video. Oh, Aquin. Alexander the Hawk on there, the great. Tuning in, very nice of him. So I thought this might be a little busted up, but it's perfect condition. Like I said, perfect. Alex, what do you think of that artwork? I love your dents and dings too. You're a good guy. Shout out to the few people in the chat right now, throwing it down. I dig that. I'm glad you're all digging on it. You like that vinyl? Give me a hell yeah. Big sale, Alex Hawk. Big sale. All right, next up, an earlier album from Aesop Rock. The Float album. You know what I mean? This is one of the earlier ones. I said I was going to pick this up recently for like $20. And then I didn't. I picked it up for 12. It was fantastic. 20th year anniversary, though. We all float down here. He's got that right, dude. Alexander the Hawk, one of the greatest there ever was. Yeah, so I'm looking into this. I like Aesop Rock all is one. But I definitely appreciate. Same thing with Atmosphere. Like I like their whole body of work, but I do think that they've progressed since the beginning. So like their later stuff, stuff from maybe the last 10 years back, is I think superior than the other stuff has the OG classics and stuff. But it's I gotta get down. I gotta get down. You know what I mean? I gotta say that I appreciate. I think I like the newer stuff a little bit more, but that's a compliment, right, to the artist. All right, next up, a single colored vinyl. They call it Bug Punch Blend. That's the color of it. It's like a weird pink and I think green, maybe some purple, like marble to it, but it's the MF Doom. Hoe cakes and pot holders. Um, it's got a cool remix from Ant on here, the main producer for Atmosphere. But I said, what the shit? I haven't bought any vinyl in a while. But like I said, I almost like put money aside for this year coming up. I'm like, I'm gonna catch this Dents and Ding sale, and I'm gonna bang on everything that I would ever want there, and keep it going, keep it flowing. We all flow down. That's right. Last record in the bunch, another instrumentals album. Mainly, I'll say that the last year, after the fact of missing it, the two things that I was gunning for this year was the Garbology instrumental album and Spirit World Field Guide instrumentals. Both albums are great, and sometimes I like to just throw the beats on and let them rock. A lot of people said this was the best hip hop album of that year, and I agree completely. This got really cool. I think greenish marble and bluish marble records. So with that being said, I mean, how could you go wrong with that? Yeah, good stuff. I definitely dig the instrumental albums. But so that's my unboxing. There's another box coming because I don't want to go two nuts in one. I don't mind, I call that scrotum sack when you go two nuts in one. But I broke it up into two scrotums, so that way it wasn't too crazy on my mind and my bank account, and that's how you do it. But luckily, next year when they go down and when they do it next year, there's a couple things I might upgrade from CD to vinyl because they're just so cheap. I know like the Mi Vilada Atmosphere album, and then Atmosphere, I think Whatever album. I think I only have them on CD, and I might want to grab them. But they had a lot of good shit. If you're not down with Rhymesayers, peep them, check them out, see what they got. You probably like something there. And if you like something there, show a little support, buy some full price stuff. But by all means, hit up that Dents and Ding sales because, like I said, they're perfect. They're like in perfect mint condition. I don't really know. I think they're just giving back around the holidays, being cool. But yeah, super cool set. The Felt album must have been in the second batch. I wasn't really too hip to that. I know Atmosphere, of course, but I wasn't too hip to Murs. Murs is the third member of Felt. It's Slug and Ant from Atmosphere, and then Murs, West Coast rapper. I listened to a few tracks. I usually listen to a few tracks before I buy it, before I invest my hard earned into it. But so that was kind of the unboxing of this, and we kept it 15 minutes for you. Shout out Alexander Hawk out there. I see you. Shout out to the other folks in the chat. New friends. It's always good. Shout out Jen Fisher, my sister. Happy birthday. And I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. Shout outs for all. That's right. And I'll catch y'all soon. Me and Alex are going to bang out a nice Boombasticast episode in a little bit. You won't see it here on the page. You can have that Patreon at Boombastic Stream and Patreon page to catch them uncut full videos But you'll be able to catch the audio for free. I believe. I don't know. I'll behave. I'll behave. So with that being said, I hope all y'all have a great weekend out there, and we'll catch y'all on the next episode of which one, Alexander Hogg? What's that? That's the Behold Appeal podcast. But Boombasticast tonight. There's some That Figures podcast getting recorded tonight. It's a very productive night in studio boombastic. So it's a beautiful thing. And we'll catch y'all later on some platform. Be good to yourself and each other, like Jerry Springer would say. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace, love, and sci-fi.